Why I avoid Facebook now. And you too may also realize that this is one of the biggest time wasters that you just started to adapt in your life. Do you know the 7,200 people that are following your pages and, doing all these things around their house and places, and you're supposed to be spending your hours of the day to, worry about looking at their items and tracking them. I mean, if this isn't honestly a big waste of your time, I don't know how to spell it out any different. These are people you don't even know. You're getting all these people who are, signing up onto your platform. There could be dozens, there could be hundreds. They're not even like in the neighborhood where you're living. They're like maybe in another part of the world, but you're signing these people on. And then you're realizing that you're actually now following them and you're spending time. And is that a good use of your time? And wasting it is probably like what I would say is like the best, thing to conclude here. Um, it is a platform that years ago was, really in play. It was desirable when it first came out, and it just caught on where it just became something that became almost like you became addicted to having to come home and, get onto your phone or your computer and, looking at Facebook. And next thing you know, you could be doing other things in your life. You could have an actual life. Maybe you want to go out and take a nice walk. Maybe you want to just sit out by a lake or somewhere and just chill. But instead, you're bringing this telephone. You're walking around scrolling. It's like, it's stuck to your head. I mean, and then you're gonna realize you're gonna get somewhere else, and you're gonna have your phone again, and you just keep looking, and you take it to bed with you. And I mean, think about it. Let's separate this for a moment. And is this really something that you call a healthy thing to do? I'm going to probably say I don't think it is, and soon you'll realize it. Also, do you realize people are oversharing? I mean, they are at dinner, they're sharing their, dirty laundry, they're discussing everything about their family. Basically every aspect of someone's life. And again, these aren't even people that you know, and you're like watching their, little life in front of you on this platform. And again, why are you spending your valuable time with strangers and people that you're just getting entertained by something that, honestly, put into perspective, it's a lot of wasted time and energy, and it's like something that you get addicted to. I mean, really, all the people sitting there and venting about, all the angry family members, every aspect of their life. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And, you're sitting there watching this whole, little entertainment thing. How's this benefiting you? I mean, you don't even have interaction with people. People are, faking their lives. Couples, they're pretty much on the brink of divorce. However, now they're sitting there, oh my God, my life is wonderful. My significant other is like the best. Meanwhile, they're talking to their friends and their other, family members, and they're so upset and miserable, and they're like, they're telling the truth, and but that little persona of them being someone that they're really not is all showing up on this Facebook platform. I mean, they're out to dinner, they're trying to be somebody that they're not. They're you know they're basically acting like they're really happy, and their actions don't really justify what is really, obviously going on. And you're sitting there being like, like mesmerized by people that, again, they're not really even that many people in your, they're not those people in your life, but you're just being entertained by it. And you're wasting a lot of your valuable time in life by, getting caught onto this whole Facebook addiction. There's so many people that are like suicidal. They're depressed. They're pretending to be happy. They're not. I mean, it's unbelievable. And, you'll maybe read a paper one day and you'll see, oh my God, so and so is just posting something on Facebook, and then something he or she did in their life, talking about, really how sad and depressed they are. They're pretending. There's broke people trying to pose as other people and, put on an act. Oh yeah, look at me, I'm sitting in a seat of a private jet. They don't own the private jet, but they'll go and try to be somebody that they're actually not. I mean, wow, what's the purpose? What's the benefit? I mean, anyone could go sit in a nice car at a car dealership and, take some photos and think that they're somebody, but are you really that person? No, you're faking it. And you're living through this whole persona. I mean, don't. Since my brain operation, this was such a time, that I wasted. I remember looking at, Facebook. And then and scrolling. And, I would spend, like other people, many minutes, hours, days sometimes, just, trying to see what's going on with all these people who I thought were friends or acquaintances. And then I realized, come on, you really don't have all these friends and acquaintances. People are just clicking on to other people's things, and you're like now getting caught up with that. So that, that whole brain operation with me taught me to realize, life is more valuable. So I went off of Facebook. I got off of it. And, I signed up for a couple days, and then I realized, you know what, I'm done with it. There's nothing that I need to look at someone else's, hundreds of different strangers are wasting my life to, be an outsider that there's no connection. I'd rather have a handful of friends and have some connection. And that's one of the next things I want to talk about. It's connection. There's such a big lack of connection. I mean, no one is checking in on people. Really, you have what you call your friends. And now they're just clicking a little button and saying, like, cool, awesome. Wow, is this really like making you feel good? Is this like a connection where, imagine if you had a friend or a couple of friends, you could pick up the phone and they called you and you were calling them, and you say, John or Mary or whatever, I'm really having a bad day. I really want to share some of the stuff that's bothering me. And now that's going to establish some type of connection. Everyone's hitting the like button. They're just going on and, just because they got 10 things in front of them, what are they doing? They're hitting a thing that goes like. Wow, that's a real connection. I mean, I know I feel like I'm trying to reach out to some friends and, let them know, hey, the struggle is real, and I have things that I could really value to have a friend to maybe share, and vice versa, and listen to what you're going through instead of just hitting like, a button and saying, I like that. No one's calling people. No one's, making like it was, in the past where you would actually just, have a good conversation. Everyone's just typing, scrolling, hitting like two sentences, 2 words, like, awesome. And I speak to people all the time, and, I see that they're not really, happy, and they're, going through all this as well. So people want a connection. People want you to reach out. People want, you to be that person or that person to you that's going to at least, talk to you. So I really want to say, get rid of this fake book. It's going to be a wasted time. You're going to have so much more valuable time and energy. And you're going to realize that, life is better without being, hooked to your telephone and your gadgets. All right. And I just want to say I will speak to you shortly. And thank you again for the time that you listened to me. I'm grateful. And you have a great afternoon. Thank you.